Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr, where I play TimeGuessr daily challenges. Had a pretty good game yesterday, let's see if we can do that again today. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. Okay, Miss Belgian Beauty, so we're in Belgium more than likely. Where would we be in Belgium? Doesn't look like a big city. Looking at the background, the pile of wood behind us and some trees. Is there any clues on these here? Doesn't look like it. No. Probably, where should we go in Belgium? I don't think it's in the city, but we'll just go in Brussels because it's very central to the country, so it shouldn't be too far away. It's a small country. What year are we looking at here? No phones. DSLRs though. Fashion wise, a polo sweater like this, Ralph Lauren polo sweater. Maybe 2009-ish? Maybe a bit earlier. Fashion looks that era to me. Let's go 2009. Shouldn't be too far off, hopefully. Let's go for that. 2007, and we were in the countryside. Not surprising there. Photographer taking photos of Annalene Kurovitz, the 2007 Miss Belgium winner. So is she in the car, I suppose. Okay, next round. Okay, we have Cyrillic here. I need to brush up on my Cyrillic again. I've forgotten quite a bit of it because I've just not used it for a while. I'll have to do that in my spare time. Probably Russia here, given the amount of Cyrillic, the architecture style as well. Very old and ornate. More than likely Moscow as well. Looks like some kind of indoor shopping mall kind of thing. I don't know any famous indoor shopping malls in Moscow though, but that's where I'm going to go. We'll just go pretty central Moscow. Now, what year would this be? It's very hard to date Russia, especially when it's old Russia. Everyone's wearing these long winter coats. It's really hard to place. Panama hat on this guy. Early 60s maybe. Still some hats like that around. Some berets. Could be anywhere between mid-50s to early 70s, this, to be honest. It's very hard to say. The fashion didn't change very much. Slightly shoulder padded clothes, but don't know when that was in fashion in Russia. Let's go early 60s here. I think we'll leave it at 62. Let's go for it. Oh, it's 59, wow. A view inside the historic GUM or Gump department store in Red Square. Never heard of it. Over here. It's interesting. Nice looking building. Okay, next round. Okay, we have an easy country, Portugal. This guy's holding his scarf backwards. Which city are we in? Lisbon, maybe? I'm hoping this is not them playing football in a different country. I think we'll have to go with Portugal. Big city, no obvious street signs. So we'll go in Lisbon. Does look a little flat for Lisbon though, so I'm not 100% sure because Lisbon is built up on a hill, so we'll go a bit closer to the... down here maybe. Some square down here if we can. I don't know much about Porto as to what its layout is like, but we've had quite a few rounds in Lisbon. What year would this be? Any phones? Jordans. Can't see any phones. This is celebrating a victory, more than likely a football victory. I don't know football well enough to know what year Portugal won stuff. That looks like what was it? A Renault Clio, maybe? That car. But they've been around for a while. I learnt to drive in a Renault Clio. Not really sure here on the year. Fashion-wise, doesn't look modern day. A little bit older, not too old though. We're not in the 90s here. Converse. Maybe. Wish I could see a phone, but I don't think I'm going to see one here. So I'm probably going to say 2012 again. Maybe around that time. Let's go for that. Oh, bang on 2012, but it was Porto. Wow. Portugal fans celebrating on the streets of Porto after Portugal beat Czechia 1-0 in the Euro quarterfinals. Portugal went on to lose to Spain in the semi-finals. I think I roughly remember that. That's when I was living in China, so I wasn't really paying attention to any football at all. Lucky year guess there, though. Okay. Let's see, what is this? We got flags. Can't tell the colours, but probably red, white. Is it Indonesia? It's red. I can never remember which order it is. What do the people look like? Could they be Indonesian? Yeah, they could be. They definitely look more Asian. It's an interesting one. What does this sign say here? Monas Halim Manteng Kota. Sounds like it possibly could be Indonesia. Just hoping this isn't a red herring, that flag. Partai something. It's quite old, so probably could be Jakarta given the size of the city. Don't recognize any of these place names though. Let's have a look in the Jakarta area. I don't know if there could be regions of the city or not. Nothing jumping out at me there. I'll just pop it in Jakarta for the moment and think about that because I'm not 100% sure. Dating this is going to be very difficult. This vehicle's quite old. But these Datsun little trucks aren't that old. I think they are anyway. That's pretty old as well. Is this some kind of revolution that I'm not aware of? Possibly. Or independence, maybe. Looking at the vehicles, I would say 70s maybe. Some of these actually look more modern. It's hard to say that. It's the black and white's throwing me off here. Spending a lot of time on this round. I'm really not sure. We've got a very interesting mix of vehicles. Definitely could be mid 70s is what I'm thinking. That looks like a VW bus there though. It's more of a 60s thing, but some of these vehicles just look more modern than 60s. This one here, possibly it is 60s. Let's go early 70s here. I'm not really sure. 72. 77, and it was Jakarta. Wow. Okay. Crowds gathered to campaign a few days before the 1977 Indonesian legislative election. Okay. So we weren't too far away. Central Jakarta. Didn't see any of those place names on that sign, though. That would have helped me a bit. Yeah, not great. Okay. Lyndon B. Johnson. Let us continue. Colorado. So Lyndon B. Johnson obviously took over as president after the assassination of Kennedy. So I assume that this is the election following that. Although I can't tell you for exactly which year that would be. Oh, it's going to be an interesting one to place here as well. So obviously Kennedy was assassinated in 63. I'd assume there was an election 64 then, because Kennedy would have been elected in 60, so the logical time would have been, this is in the run up to the election, so 64 would be the more logical year to go. Now, where is this going to be? Because we've got Indiana, Panama, California, Delaware, Alaska, Nebraska, Colorado, all Michigan, all over. So where in Tennessee? This is going to be probably the Democratic convention. Was he a Democrat? Yeah, I assume he was. Which would be where did they have the convention? I've had a round before from the Democratic convention. I think it was in like, was it Ohio or was it like Pennsylvania? This area, I think. Let me think about this one. Well, I've just noticed that it is the Democratic convention because it says it right here. That must say Democratic convention. But I, for the life of me, cannot remember exactly where they hold it. It's definitely in the northeast area. Is it in Pennsylvania? It's not in DC, is it? DC might be sensible just to go in that area. It's not in Columbus, is it? It's somewhere around here, I believe, but I cannot remember for the life of me. Let's go Columbus. I don't know why. I think that's wrong, but we'll go for it. No, it was in somewhere that's not normal for holding it. Atlantic City. Wow. I would never have guessed Atlantic City. I don't think they normally hold it there. Maybe they change it every year. At least we got the year bang on. So crowd members at the 1964 Democratic National Convention holding up signs in support of Lyndon B. Johnson. If you got Atlantic City, well done. I didn't see anything that mentioned Atlantic City there. Final score. We lost a few points on that last round for sure. That was a difficult one. Let's have a look at the breakdown quickly. First round, good guess in Belgium, 2 years off. Obviously, Brussels is a logical place, it's central. Next one, 3 years off. It's actually a good year guess in Russia there. I had no idea about this mall or what department store I think it said it was. But it was a difficult one to guess on the year there. Next one, very lucky year guess, but the wrong city in Portugal. I said it. Lisbon's too hilly for that to have been Lisbon. Should have gone with my gut. I mentioned it could have been Porto. The next one, Indonesia, 5 years off. Also quite difficult to place because we don't often get that many images from that part of the world that long ago. And the last one, perfect year, just an odd city to be in, Atlantic City there. Let's see if anyone has beaten my score today. Let's see. Relander, very good. 47,484. Well done. That's a very good score for that collection of images. Panda, nearly 42,000. Kligo, I can't say your name, or Klygro, I think. 40,000, not bad. Duda, 36,000, unlucky. Figbug, 29,000, that's a very unlucky score there. Was a difficult round for sure. There were some really challenging images in that. The years was probably what destroyed a lot of people there, especially that Indonesia one and the Russia one. Very difficult to place the years there. Okay, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.